Hello friends, it's Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 22, 2021. I want to talk about top medical device stocks. As we all know, medical device stocks are a little more defensive and they are not as volatile as broader market. So with that, let's jump in and get started and look at few medical device stocks. Top of the list we got Neuro here. Neuro is a little stock, $13 stock, $73 million market cap, has done great in 1 year, 680%. And then you got PAVmed, little bigger stock here, $684 million market cap, and has done great, 319%. And then you got my favorite stock, InMode. I love this stock here, $149 stock, and has done great in 1 year, 313%. And keep watching at the sales growth here. They've done nicely from a sales growth perspective. And then you got few more like Angio, ATEC, Align, and so on and so forth. As you look through, look at what insiders are doing and institutions are doing. For example, we got Neuro, PAVmed, InMode. All these stocks have got insiders buying nicely, institutions buying nicely. That's a very good sign that institutions have got confidence in this stock. And then you got XAIR, where insiders are buying. That's a very good testament to the stock. And insiders think stock will go higher. And also look at sales and sales growth, very important. Many of these stocks have got nice double-digit sales growth and gross margin. Fundamentally, these are great companies with solid fundamentals. And look at the short ratio. Short ratio will tell you, is the stock going to create a short squeeze type situation? So when you have a high short ratio above 10% and a low RSI, those are the candidates that might create a short squeeze. They are oversold, but there is still a high short ratio. It's good to buy some of these names, especially when the fundamentals are good, indicated by quarter over quarter sales growth and gross margin. And then always look at the what stock is doing at the longer term. For example, we got Angio, we got ATEC, Align, all solid 5-year performance here. Those are the good companies you can always buy. And some companies like Neuro, as an example, and even PAVmed, they've not done great in 5-year time frame. These could be the ones you have to buy as a contrarian or like a trading opportunity here. On the contrary, I think InMode is a great stock. It's not there since 5 years. That's why you don't see a 5-year performance yet. So with that, what we'll do is we'll look at many of these stocks in little more detail and see what stocks we can buy right now. So from a top stock news perspective, we got PAVmed. Looks like one of their subsidiary joins Microsoft Startups program. I think that's a good news. We should look at buying some PAVmed. And then you got InMode, one of my favorite stocks. It races above 52-week high. Probably it's good to wait for a little pullback in InMode and then buy. And then you got Repligen here, one of the great stock. And right now they're high. Looks like they're buying this active. They're doing an acquisition here with Avitide. I would wait for a little pullback in Repligen before I jump in. And we got 4 dental stocks for teeth straightening. We got X-ray, HSIC, Align, DDD, and Zoom is where you attend these meetings and you kind of show your face and teeth. So that's why Zoom is also highlighted here. And we got Globus Medical here, GMED. Stock is an uptrend. Great fundamentals. We can see if we can buy some GMED. Is it worth buying here? And we got top robotic stocks here, ABB, ISRG, which is in medical device area, and other stocks like Umbrella, CGN, so on and so forth. And we got 4 stocks to watch amid of growing optical care demand, ALC, Cooper, and EYPT. I like many of these stocks. We'll see if these are worth buying here. And then we got here Edwards Lifesciences. Stock is doing great right now. Probably good to wait for a little pullback before we buy Edwards Lifesciences. And we got Strickler here. Stock is sold off here. I would buy some Strickler into this weakness and take it from there. And we got Steris here. I think it's a great stock. Good to buy into this pullback here. And we got Abbott Lab. It's a bigger stock. I would probably buy Abbott Lab into current weakness. It also gets a FDA approval here. On the other hand, Medtronics, I think they have a recall here. I would buy Medtronic into the current weakness. It's a great stock to buy. So with that, let's jump in, look at the broader market. From a broader market perspective, S&P 500 is a little volatile. Typically that happens in the September-October timeframe. As you see here, we got a little downturn here. SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF, is trying to come down to 25-week moving average here. I would watch it carefully. Look here, there's a big candle down here with the gap down. And as you scan through here, we got October time frame here in 2020. We had little volatility here. Stock came down here nicely to 25-week moving average, and then they went up. And we got here big COVID drop here, huge drop, a quick, sudden drop here, and then we recovered. As you look through here, 2019, we have little trouble in September-October time frame. And if you look through back in 2018, we had little trouble in September-October time frame again, and even into December. And as you look through past year, 2017, little glitch in September-October time frame. So the point here is September-October is typically volatile, but you could buy quality stocks into this weakness and position your portfolio for next swing higher. So with that, let's look at SPY. It's a 2-year daily chart. You could see something similar. So we got here a 25-day, it's actually a 50-day, 50 period moving average. So in the 50 period moving average, SPY dropped below 50 period moving average here. It's a 2-day chart, as you can see here, and I think this could be a good buying opportunity here. Something like this happened back in March, and also we had something like this in December 2020. I think these are good opportunity to buy. We should buy slowly into this weakness and accumulate slowly. Next we'll look at a IHI. It's a basically medical device ETF. As you can see here, even though broader market dropped off nicely, medical device ETF itself is not as bad as broader market. It's holding up pretty nicely. That's why I would probably look at some medical device stocks into this current weakness as a buying opportunity. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at a few, look at the ETFs at the broader market level, and then jump into medical device stocks. From an ETF perspective, we got S&P 500 here. As you can see here, we got a 1-day, 1-year chart. S&P 500 is dropping below 100-day moving average here and trying to bounce back. I think it's good to buy some quality stocks at these levels. It typically bounces off of its 50-day moving average. This time it touched its 100-day moving average. Could be a good buying opportunity and slowly accumulate. And we got QQQ here, a little more stronger. It did not quite hit its 100-day moving average. I think this is also good to buy with the current weakness and slowly accumulate. And we got DIA, Dow Jones Industrial Average, a little more weaker. This one dropped below 100-day moving average, as you can see here. I would buy some quality stocks into this weakness and take it from there. And last we got Russell 2000 here. Russell 2000 is a little more weaker. I would buy some into this weakness. As you look at the candle closely, we had a little bit up day compared to 2 days ago. That's too early to call, but there is some good news here that stocks may be breathing at this time and consolidating a little bit. So with this, I would look at some of these good stocks into the current weakness as a buying opportunity and slowly accumulate. Next, we look at big medical device stocks. As you can see here, we got Abbott Labs, ticker symbol ABT. It's a great stock. I love this stock. This stock always gives you opportunity to buy. For example, big drop here. Good buying opportunity, went up nicely. Now there is a drop here. Stock is touching its 25-day moving average, actually 50-day moving average. I would buy Abbott stock at these levels here. As you see here, although stock is dropping here, on the balance volume is pretty steady. That tells you more people are buying than selling. And if you look through RSI here, relative strength index, that's below 50. That tells you it's a buying opportunity right now. And we got IV percentile for your option traders. It's very low. So even if you buy a call option below the current stock price, maybe delta 70 or so, 3 to 4 months out, it's a good stock. You're not paying too much premium when you buy call option here. So with that, I would recommend adding Abbott Labs into your portfolio at these levels. And then we got Medtronics here. We walked through Medtronics before. From a news perspective, they're recalling one of their devices. That's why stock is selling off here. Anytime Medtronics hits this 100-day moving average, good buying opportunity. Happened here, went up. One more, stock went up. Again, came down, went up. So I would buy some Medtronic at this level. It's a great investment. And as you look through here, look at the IV percentile 26 and look at the RSI 38. Stock is completely oversold here. So even if you're an options buyer, you could buy some call option longer term, delta 70 or so. You're not paying too much money here. I would even buy stock outright here. So with that, I'll go for Medtronics, take advantage of this weakness here. And we got Edwards Lifesciences here. This is one of the stronger candidates, bigger cap stock. As you look through, this is a little more stronger. So right now RSI is 51, indicates you can still buy. It's below 55, still a good entry point. So I would also look at buying Edwards Lifesciences, a little more stabler, nice growing company here. Nice on the balance volume, indicates there are more buyers than sellers. And then you got Becton here, BDX. BDX, it's a little more choppy as you can see here. Right now RSI is 57, indicates a little too high for me, above 55. I would wait for a little pullback here. We always get pullbacks in stocks like BDX as you can see here, and then I would buy BDX. And we got a few more stocks here. These are bigger market cap stocks. We got Boston Scientific. It's in a buy level right now. Stock is oversold. RSI is 38 as you can see here. IV percentile is 18. You could even buy some longer term call options. I would recommend adding some BSX to your portfolio and take it from there. And then we got BAX here. BAX right now RSI is 59. Stock has gone up nicely here. I would wait for a little pullback in BAX before I buy. And then you got INMD, one of my favorite stock here. Look here, even though market is dropping, INMD is making higher highs. So I would wait for a little pullback in INMD. Looks like they also have a stock split coming up a little bit later. I would buy some INMD into any pullback. This is a great stock. And then you got HRC, Hillrom. Again, stock has taken off pretty nicely here. RSI 70. I will not chase the stock here. I would wait for a little pullback and then buy Hillrom. So with that, let's look at great stocks here and see what are the great stocks to buy at these levels. So this chart is organized by 1 year performance. As you can see here, stock at the top has got great 1 year performance, 680%. And from there onwards, we got descending order. We got PAVmed, 319%, INMD, 313%, and so on and so forth. And the way I look at this chart is I pay attention to what insiders and institutions are doing. As you can see here, Neuro, PAVmed, INMD, all these stocks have got institutions buying nicely. That indicates there is a good conviction from institutions. Then look at stocks like XAIR And then we got even AXNX, there is some institution buying. XAIR has got insiders buying the stock. I think that's a good indication that insiders have got conviction. And then I would look at sales and sales growth. Many of these stocks have got nice quarter over quarter sales growth and great gross margin. That indicates these are fundamentally good companies. So whenever you see quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40, that satisfies rule of 40, fundamentally good company. Many of these companies are great from that perspective. And then look for net margin. Many stocks like InMode, nice net margin, that indicates it's a solid business here. And look at Repligen, BRKR, same story. Those are great companies. They make money. They're not losing money. And then look at what's the RSI here. RSI indicates that a good entry point. Anytime RSI is below 50, you could you buy those stocks and take it from there. And IV percentile is for you option traders. A high IV percentile, you could sell some options. For example, InMode, right now IV percentile is 62. You could sell some put options underneath the stock price and make some money that way. And same story with RMD ResMed, you could sell some put option underneath the stock price, and so on and so forth. And then I would also look at short ratio here. Short ratio indicates indicates what's the extent of shorts here. So as you can see here, we got 37% short ratio in case of neuro, and as you can look through here, high short ratio in XAIR and AXNX and so on and so forth. So whenever there's a high short ratio, you should look at the RSI levels. For example, neuro 37% short ratio, RSI 46. That tells you stock is still oversold. You could take advantage of this and buy some neuro at these levels. And if you look through XAIR, high short ratio, as you can see here, and as you scan through here, we got RSI a little high. So I would wait. I would not buy at these levels. I would wait a little bit. So that's how I read short ratios. And then we got here one more AXNX 10% short ratio. IV percentile is RSI is 42. Tells you could still buy some AXNX, take advantage of this short ratio and wait for a short squeeze. And then we got your SIEN short ratio 19%. RSI is say 35 here. Again, you could take advantage of this and wait for a short squeeze here too. And then you got performance here 1 day all the way to 5 year. And you should look at the performance here. Look at the candidates where there is some short-term temporary pullback, and you can take advantage of those. What I've done is I've highlighted few stocks for you in the gray background or green background. Those are the good ones to look at and see if you can buy some of these great stocks into this current weakness. So with that, let's look at the next chart here. We got few more. We got X-Ray, Steris, another great stock here, Medtronics, and so on and so forth. Pay attention to what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. For example, STE, great stock, RSI is low, institutions are buying. I would buy along with the institutions here. And Novocure, see here, institutions are buying Novocure. And also we got NARI, institutions are buying NARI. I would buy along with the institutions here, and also watch RSI, low RSI indicates stock is sold off here. And we got MDXG and Outset here, institutions are buying nicely. And also as you scan through RSI perspective, MDXG is a good one to buy. And Outset OM, I would wait a little bit. RSI is a little bit high for me. And then look through the short ratio here. Anytime there's a high short ratio, for example, STVN, we got 10% short ratio. stock a little bit RSI is higher. I would not buy at these levels. I would wait for stock to cool off. Then as you scan through here, we got let's see here, we got maybe 7% and 9% here. MDXG could be a okay one here with the RSI low 23. You could accumulate MDXG also. So with that, let's jump into one more chart here. We got few more here. Watch the institution buying here, 10% for IVC, which is as you can see here, RSI is 34, indicates stock is sold off here. You could buy slowly. Stock has not done great off late. And then we got here IVC, we talked about that. Then we got lung and NNOX. I love NNOX also. And we got a butterfly. All these stocks have got institutional buying, and we also have EAR, nice institution buying. And then watch RSI, low RSI for all these, and also low RSI for EAR. I would buy those, take advantage of low RSI situation here, and then look at the short ratio. We got IVC, high short ratio, little higher, low RSI, good to buy. And then you got few more here, and then OX, it's a great stock, high short ratio, low RSI, good candidate to buy. And then we got one more here, which is a Smile Direct. Right now Smile Direct has gone up a little bit. I would wait for a little pullback before buying, and I would trade that way. And if you look through here, iRhythm, I like this stock also. Right now RSI is a little higher. I would wait for a little pullback for iRhythm and then jump in and buy. Next we'll look at few charts here to see how to trade some of these stocks. Neuro, as we talked about, very low market cap stock here, can be easily manipulated. As you can see here, the high short squeeze situation here. Right now stock is coming down a little bit, and see here we still have nice on the balance volume here. So stock like Neuro with the RSI 56, I would wait a little bit before I buy, so that way I don't burn. This looks like a huge short squeeze situation here. I would wait for stock to cool off and then buy a little bit. And then you got PAVmed. By looking through the chart, this is a fundamentally good company. Nice higher highs as you can see here. Right now RSI is 57 and stock is trying to make some nice move here. I would wait for PAVmed to go come a little bit down, and then I would buy PAVmed. And then you got ANGO here. ANGO is again nice looking stock here. Stock is coming down hard as you can see here, trying to touch its 200-day moving average. I would take advantage of this downturn here and buy some ANGO and accumulate. And then you got ATEC. ATEC, I think it's one of those steady eddy stocks which is not recognized by Wall Street much. I would right now, if you see here RSI is 50, I would take advantage of this pullback here and buy slowly some ATEC. Over the long term, ATEC has always done nicely, but they do have some temporary pullbacks as you can see here. If you bought the stock somewhere in April 21 or so, or even March 21, you would be in a loss a little bit, but longer term this stock does well. And then we got few more here. We got VREX. VREX is a great looking chart here. Stock has dropped off of late here. I would accumulate this stock into this current weakness here and take it from there. And we got BRKR. I've been trading this stock and investing in this for a while. Right now RSI is 35, indicates stock is completely sold off here. I would buy some BRKR. Look at on the balance volume. Even though stock is sold off, on the balance volume barely budged. I think that's a great indication. I would buy some Bruker at these levels and take it from there. And then you got ResMed. With all the COVID scare, this stock has gone up nicely. These guys are into respiration and some of these medical devices that will help you to breathe well. I think stock has done greatly. Right now RSI is 54. You could buy slowly. I would rather wait for a little pullback in RMD before I buy. And then you got NVST here. RSI is 38, indicates stock is sold off here. I would buy some NVST into current weakness and take it from there. So you might wonder, when do I buy and sell stocks? Typically look for a low RSI below 55, indicates stock is sold off. And if the on the balance volume is rising, then you could buy. That indicates smart money is still flowing into the stock. And if you're a contrarian, you could ignore on the balance volume. You buy when the chart is ugly. From an exit point, look for RSI higher than 60 and on the balance volume falling. And always look for catalysts like higher short ratio combined with the lower RSI. That could be a good indication there may be a short squeeze in play. And always look at what institutions and insiders are doing. If they're buying, that shows the conviction the stock may go up. Look for fundamentally good companies with a positive sales growth and positive gross margin. Look for rule of 40. And also for call option buyers, put option buyers and sellers, look at the RSI levels and IV percentile, and based on that you either buy the call option, buy when IV is low, sell when IV is high. You could go through those strategies here. Pay attention to both IV percentile as well as RSI. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading.